And while I'm figuring that out,
Oh, nice. The one that goes in the
let's just chill and continue our colonial efforts.
in order to
Beautiful. Beautiful color of black.
between me and the World Trade I need.
Now, hopefully I can just subjugate. Oh, dude. They'll never want... they'll never want me to help them get their independence. Well, the next war, they're going to become mine anyway, so that's perfectly fine by me. Did I not? I thought I demanded that they be released. Pretty sure I demanded that. Maybe I'm out of my mind. But pretty sure I made that demand. Ah, well. I'll repay the loan. When can we go and... I'll just go here. When can we raid? 2 more years.
Like cross or an X.
I'll use the rating to upgrade my fleet, and it'll be amazing.
Like a pirate treasure map.
Yeah.
Let's see now.
That's part of the trade node that you want. Or
I mean, if I'm doing...
I don't know, that the one that X is looks like a really small trade node. But it's the one with the volcanic paradise.
Okay, there's a lot more New World that way.
So that either go. So that's called Kwang, and it looks like Kwang goes into Sume, which is northeast of it, and then Sume goes all the way into Nippon. It also goes into Garen, north of you. But you want to focus on Nippon, obviously.
Give me an explorer. 2 explore. Did my badass heir die? My badass heir died. Oh, that's a shame. Everything is awful. Server lost. Feej? Feej?
He's still here.
Can you hear me?
Going down there.
I saved. Does anyone have all the DLCs? Who's not Feej?
I don't have Rule of Britannia.
This could become difficult.
Wait, you need the DLCs to save?
No, just in case he's, like, I don't know if he crashed for good, or... Take this as an opportunity to... He's still in chat.
So the game is saved?
I saved it. I can pass it along to him, but I don't have Rule Britannia. And I think I'm missing some other DLCs. I don't know what happened to him. He may be AFK. Where's the overlay? Why isn't the overlay working?
I saved it too, and I have ruled Britannia.
Okay. If you, because he's missing right now. Shoot, maybe we should wait a second? Oh, there's the overlay.
A few minutes? Or give him a few minutes?
Yeah, give him a few minutes and then... maybe things will figure themselves out.
He's gone from Discord now.
He definitely crashed. So, okay, he's on Steam. He just logged in as playing. Hey, how you doing?
Hey guys,
How's life?
you Verizon likes to fuck with me.
Oh yeah.
That happened again. So Hot Join's on though, right?
We haven't hosted again yet.
Okay. Well, I saved.
Good. So if you want to rehost, then let me know.
Sure, I already exited the game on your suggestion. Or well, not right on your. You know.
Yeah. Oh, I know what I need to do. Pop this out. Close this. Window capture, delete. Yes. Window capture, new window. I mean, that's what I want it to be. Why don't you show the window?
Hey, Feed.
Fuck it.
So,
Oh, I was thinking, what
You don't need to see the...
leveled each other? You attacked me, and then you conquered those. Oh no, I'd still lose prestige.
yeah.
Darn.
Alright, game's up.
I don't think it likes me alt-tabbing. I think that's it. I think that's why the freaking Discord thing doesn't want to do its thing. But whatever. Okay, that's perfectly fine. We have a solution to that. We just don't alt-tab. Ever. Period. That's perfectly fine by me. I'm good not alt-tabbing. I don't need to alt-tab. I don't need to alt-tab. I don't need to alt-tab. I feel like if I just keep telling myself that, then it'll be true. Yeah, Fiji is a game up. There we go. See, I think the overlay does not like alt-tabbing. So we're just not going to do that. And I mean, the whole point of the overlay is so that we can see them and we can interact with Discord, which is, except for OBS, the only other thing that we need to interact with. The hissing's back. Set of games up. All right, so let's consider the next step.
How long are folks feeling?
I don't know. How long do you want to go for?
Did the hissing go away when I left?
No. I don't think it's you. I don't think it's your fault by any way, shape, or form.
I think it's dumb.
Well, I mean, I don't see him as speaking.
No.
Yeah, that's true. The circle
I'm
would light up
speaking
when
now.
that if it was coming.
Does it make any difference when I speak?
I mean, it technically stopped it, weirdly enough. But yeah, how long do people want to go on this for?
I mainly wanna see my war finished.
yeah, I'd be more or less interested in finishing my war. So maybe like an hour.
Done for however.
Yeah, and then maybe
Blew off that family event.
what'd you say?
Blew off that family event. Just
Oh, geez, you didn't have to do that.
That's
Well,
the spirit.
I didn't.
More computer games, less family.
I didn't want to go.
Wait a second. Who was playing Italy?
Amiibo,
Yeah.
what's up?
Maybe I'll click ready.
I see we're nearly bordering each other.
Oh wait, I did finish the war I was in.
Should I see this as a threat?
No, we could cozy up together. Snuggle, watch a movie. Be friendly.
Alright, you can go and... Wait, what?
I'm the wrong fucking country. I clicked my country, what?
We got auto join on. Leave and come back.
Oh my god. I was like, get a decision from Croatia.
So, when I upload these to YouTube, how long do you think I should make the episodes? I feel like an hour was essentially perfect when it came down to having the most viewing retention. And like people actually clicking on them, but at the same time, I kind of want input because I'm kind of not sure.
Maybe like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, for YouTube, I don't know from Jack, but I have heard that the shorter is the better. Most people watch like less than half an hour at a time.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that might not take
For a
into
game
account
like this,
a particular
though.
audience. Yeah.
Yeah.
Audience.
This is more of a background game. Not that it's not the most entertaining thing in the world, but like when I watch these types of games, I put them on the background while I'm doing something else.
Yeah, me too, totally. Well, I should be working. I put them on.
Speaking of things that I used to put on in the background for my own like mental health, you hear about Total Biscuit?
I heard he'd passed away.
That is correct.
Yeah.
That is unfortunate. Like, certainly, like, he's essentially the guy who first got me interested in, like, watching video game stuff. Because it wasn't really until law school that I got interested in watching video game stuff, because then I just didn't have time to play video games. And then it turned into more of like, okay, I see where people are getting, because this is more of a proxy to social interaction when you don't have the opportunity to interact socially. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I can understand what you mean. Total Biscuit, I didn't know him personally. Yeah, of course, but
I knew him personally.
but he seemed very passionate about these things. You know, he really gave a lot to, for example, the StarCraft community, and he really did a lot of work.
There we go. I'm in.
I'm gonna repay these loans. I know I was saving up for ships, but oh god, I make so much more money when I do that. Sir Moose Jaws, have you been... Do you stream on YouTube or do you stream on Twitch?
I put stuff up on.
You put stuff up on YouTube, yeah. That's right. How's your channel been going?
I haven't been putting much on it. I've been pretty. Life has been interfering with that. But
I hear you there. Like, this is always going to be a hobby. Real life always comes first. When we play on Tuesday, I'm gonna be so, like, drained. It's gonna be amazing. Cause I have a jury trial. So I'm gonna be all just, I can't talk. Oh, go ahead.
No trial?
Yeah, it's a criminal trial. I'm a lawyer, yes. I can't really talk about it right now. I can talk about it afterwards, though, so I'll have a lot to talk about.
I was gonna say, can you dish the dirt? Did the guy secretly tell you he did it or anything fun like that? Yeah.
So, I mean, there are limits to what I can and can't talk about when it comes down to telling things. If it's open record, like, once it's over, I can tell a lot of things. There are still certainly things that are attorney-client confidential, but because it is a public hearing, I can say what happened in the public hearing. And there's a lot of things that I can say when it comes down to, like, as long as I don't say names, that's the big thing. As long as I don't say things that you can guess, that's the other big thing. Which, I don't know, I've had so many cases now that figuring out one from the other is very, or someone going to figure out one from the other is very difficult. And even then, I'm more than careful when it comes down to what I talk about, which is why I normally don't talk about my job when we get together and play.
I did a law study as well.
Yeah?
Not as high as a lawyer, but
Can we raid?
I find it horrifically boring.
Dude, like, my job is beyond exciting. Like, I love it. It's a hassle. It's an unbelievable hassle. But, like, I mean, every day I'm going from, like, courtroom to courtroom. I'm going and I'm saying, it's not a lot of reading. It can be a lot of reading, and it can be a lot of writing sometimes, but for the most part, it's not. It's mostly a lot of talking and making more or less arguments that would be common sense. Or at least I feel like they're common sense. Oh, fuck.
That sounds pretty reasonable.
And then there's also a lot of negotiation. Oftentimes I go to the prosecutor and I have to talk with him or her, and I gotta be on good terms with him or her. And then I go to the client, and sometimes the deal will be in a client's favor, and sometimes I have to try to persuade them otherwise. But at the end of the day, I do always have to remember that it's their decision. I mean, and then sometimes they'll want to take a deal, and I'll think it's a terrible idea. But
I'm not sure if I'm allowed to ask. Are you more a civil kind of lawyer or a criminal?
so 90% of my practice is criminal. Most of what I do is I get these things called public defender appointmentships. And those are essentially when the public defender's office is overflown with cases, they'll contract cases out to private attorneys. And that's my bread and butter. Which is, they're okay in the sense that they're a good way to get paid and they're plentiful, but I also get some of the worst clients, and I don't really have a lot of choice over my clients.
I can imagine.
Did I just get another colonist?
I was gonna go to law school and I took the LSATs, but then I was done in school by the time that came around.
The LSATs are so unlike law school that it is preposterous.
Oh, I bet.
Now to get on my soapbox for a second. Oh, go ahead. What were you about to say, Feech?
None. Go ahead.
Those public defender appointmentships, they don't pay very well. Certainly, or at least compared to like private work. And Wisconsin, the state that I'm in, pays the lowest by $20 an hour lower than the next lowest state in the union for the work that I do. So I'm hoping that real soon they're going to up that pay, because a lot of attorneys aren't taking the types of cases that I am because, well, obviously besides crappy clients, when I say $40 an hour, that sounds like a lot, but compared to like $150 an hour that I would probably charge a private client, it's not. And
No benefits, if I'm right?
no benefits, correct. I have to pay for my own health insurance. I'd have to pay for my own office. Obviously, I pay $1,000 of student loans a month as well. So,
Student loans.
what'd you say?
Gotta love them student loans.
Oh yeah, for the next 20 years. But
How
it's
long have you been graduated for?
2 years.
Damn.
Dude, I would gladly pay money to make colonialism go faster.
That's about right, though. I mean, like, I charge $175 an hour, and I pay for my own benefits and everything.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking good.
Well, I like to think I'm pretty good too.
Is this become an ad for your services?
Well, certainly. Like,
This whole EU4 thing is just a scam. You're like, yeah,
Yeah.
actually,
it could be. Like, it could be. Who knows? Admittedly, I can only practice in one state in the union. But if you're watching, like, look me up.
We're getting there, Moose.
What do I need to form Scandinavia?
I just need one more military tech. Then I've caught up with Korea and Haxi, this weird Haxi kingdom. Then I can try to actually start going north. But yeah, I found the node. I found 2 nodes actually, I think. Or maybe it's the same one that just loops around.
We might as well do that, because we're going to be
Colonies out here.
converting places.
I should be using my estates, shouldn't I? One of them modifies colonies.
You most definitely should. Boom! Quality ideas finished.
We're about to have our own fucking Holocaust over here.
damn son.
We'll gain the aggression over there, and what we're gonna do is we'll just build a small colonial unit of just
Yeah,
There, I got the New World Charters to get my colonies.
just the regular guys,
kind of.
just the infantry,
Let's end it. There we go. Fucking.
and we'll build the same amount of transports over there, and we'll just use them to kill guys who pop up. What do you think a cool name for a Viking colonial nation would be?
Maryland.
I was about to say.
That, yeah.
Better yet, Minnesota.
Win?
Vinland.
Oh,
Vinland.
Oh, I need administrative tech 20. Okay, that's cool. Stockholm, London, Scarborough.
You
I
should,
cannot
Scarborg?
explore that far off and bizarre land known as Europe yet. But I'm getting to this other new world.
I know of Africa and India. I can't get there.
Yeah.
It doesn't like me.
You should name your colonies after the 9 realms of the Norse mythology.
Perhaps.
Hey, it's 9 potential colony names.
Seek support from clergy. Let's just get it so I'm not burning money like that. When does my truce end? Um, 11 years. We can raid though. So we might as well do that, and then we'll use the money to build the colonial army. To help us colonize a little faster. And to pay off loans, maybe. We'll think about that. Yeah, I'm never gonna convert to Christianity, game. You don't need to tell me that that's an option, because it's never gonna happen. Ooh. Can we? Okay, there's no point in that. Gives me another merchant.
Oh my god.
And increase manpower recovery by 10%. That's so beautiful.
No, stuck.
And then the next one's discipline, which I'm too excited for. Like, you have no idea how excited I am to get the discipline. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. What point, a question for chat, what point in the game, or a question for the comments section if when this goes up on YouTube, what point in the game is perfect? Well, not what point in the game is perfect, but what point in the game is discipline better than morale?
So, Melville.
That's my question.
I might
Once we finish raiding, we'll send out our merchant.
a few more things than I shall have. Maybe.
I can see that.
It's a good thing I have such a valuable friend in you, right next to me, right?
Will you treat me like Spain did?
What did Spain do to you?
Not not answer any of my calls to arms, and then use me in his calls to arms?
Well, that's a shitty thing to do to such a valuable ally.
You can see where Spain ended up and where I ended up. This is not a threat. This is merely stating facts.
I hear you. So if I send offer alliance to you, you'll say yes, right?
Maybe.
Let's bring this up by 2 more guys. And then these ships, I want to go and have you explore. More people means more taxes. I might be over colonizing.
Look at the religion map mode in Europe.
No, I'm not. Now we want as well over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Now, where's my thing? This. Here we go. We'll wait a few more months, and then we will, what's the word I'm looking for? And we'll upgrade those ships. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Successful conversion. The pagan religion group does not allow for defenders of the faith. That's a shame.
At a time.
So I am painfully excited for this next war. 36, 10 years. Just gotta wait 10 years. Oh, colonist. Okay, let's figure this out. So, in theory, I could put someone in Novgorod and have a lot more of that gold come my way and get pumped into this trade node, and that would be good. Alternatively, we could send someone to this trade node to send it into the North Sea, which, if I recall, yes, as opposed to sending it into the English Channel, which is ridiculous. Actually, that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna send it to trade. Here we go. Trade node is not discovered. Fucking fuck. Well, that's cool. I guess that answers our question for us. Send it to Novgorod. Alright, upgrade all of those ships, please. Now. We'll take it alone to do that. That's fine by me. What do we have for force limit? We are over it. Okay, that's cool. That's what I expected. At 4 gold, can we drill one of these units? I can't afford to drill them. Okay, we'll just save it for now. I do not want to make that into a state. That is a profound waste of time.
And I'm still missing a few provinces.
What isn't a profound waste of time is...
Yeah, 1 in Ferrara and 2 in Milan.
40% influence. That's so much to ask for. 10 influence puts it at 24, and then we need to gain another 14 on top of that. I will figure it out later. Who are these guys?
Beijing lost Beijing.
That's unfortunate. The Queen Consort has died!
Bloody rebels.
Sunday, bloody Sunday! Okay, you know what? It's time to start thinking about getting allies. Preferably people who don't hate us. Diplomacy. Ooh. Poland after we left them to die. Lithuania actually looks like a good ally. Potentially. Offer alliances. Fine. Bohemia would also be a good ally for what we want to do, though it got stomped by Frankfurt. And I don't think there's any way that I could actually jump in there and help it. And then Normandy is a useless ally. Alright, for right now, let's go to royal marriages. Nobody? Oh, there's so many republics in this game that it's almost frustrating. We'll do that. Anything money-wise to grow the colonies is a good thing. So, I mean, we haven't looked at these missions. We haven't looked at these missions in a while. Acquire a subject. What does this give me? Number of non-tributary subjects, 2. Create a Grand Fleet. I mean, some of these are nice.
Soon I shall have my armies back.
I don't know. Some of those are nice, but I don't know if I want them. I don't know if I want to, like, take the time to sit down and do them. God, I miss my old air. I know. So there's no one on the map who wants to do a royal marriage with me. That is very frustrating. I might just need to make a feudal vassal so I have someone to marry. So once I finish colonizing you, are we sure to... Oh, got one more colonist. Three, 5, 8. We'll stick to the areas with a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for? A lot more development would be preferred. How much longer do we want to go tonight?
I'm pretty much good.
Okay.
Do about, well, 5-10 minutes before this is done.
Okay. Yeah, we could do that, and then maybe we could do some PlanetSide or some other game afterwards. Let's see. Okay, so
Christ, Sweden still lives.
it's a difficult task. They're a vassal. I just want to vassalize them so I can eat them in one go. Is kind of what I feel about it. I'm gonna do the same about Denmark, but I need to whittle Denmark down a little bit. So I mean, the next war, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take Sweden and I'm gonna vassalize it. I'm gonna take it from Denmark. And then I'll figure it out from there.
That sounds good.
Or does it? I am coming for you after all. No.
It does look down.
I am coming for him after all. Ugh. There we go.
Now for the other half of the army.
Shoot. Okay, so we don't need a. Let's look at this here for a second. Oh, dude, that's what we want. That's the thing. Okay, so we've converted a province. Be converting two. Colonial empire. Have several colonial subject nations that we're working on. That's gonna take a while. Convert another nation. We could do that. Yeah. How are we on tech compared to the rest of the world? Still pretty good. Still needlessly good. We'll finish exploration ideas very shortly. And, I mean, from there, I think we
Can I see more of the world now? No, I can't.
consider attacking these guys. Ooh. How do they feel, or how do we think that we compare to them militarily?
I see Africa is.
Revolt risk, ooh.
Africa is gone.
That's correct.
I did not know.
Well, you shoulda.
I'm sorry.
Where is it? 19K? Oh, dude, we could totally wreck. Oh, we could wreck this guy's day. I bet you was way smaller. Oh, dude, we get this little island. This is a cool island.
I don't have anything to do all night.
I don't have anything to do all night either, so I'd be down to play something. I don't know. Well, obviously PlanetSide's an option.
PlanetSide for a little bit, but I can't play PlanetSide all night.
Yeah. Who else is here? Or who else is going to play with us afterwards?
I can't. I really have to get going.
Moose!
Well, I have to get some sleep after this. It's pretty late on this side of the Atlantic.
I'll message a few people and we'll figure it out. I mean, if it's just you and me, we could always play the Stardew Valley.
Could. Or Furion.
That's a possibility as well. Kramer, are you sticking around? What about you, Dark?
Well, it's late, so it's like nearly 1 o'clock here at night.
What does that mean?
That means I need sleep.
1 o'clock at night? 1 o'clock PM?
AM.
I gotcha. I know J-Crap will be coming back at some point in time.
Jake who?
J-Crap, the guy who was playing in Africa.
Ah. Well, GI is expanding quite nicely for him, I think.
What is your tech?
No way.
Garbage. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna fabricate claim on you. Oh,
wait.
we're gonna build a spy network, and then we're gonna fabricate claim on you. Because we're a boss! I mean, that's my philosophy right there. Yeah. So. Ugh.
I have no clue how that coalition has not fired yet.
Because
I
I
don't know.
strong allies.
That could be.
Who are your allies? Oh, okay. Austria and Ottomans.
That's a big loan.
Might explain a bit.
I'm excited to have paid off. Rule as we see fit. Lose some money. We're gonna lose the money. So I'm excited to get over here, take some stuff, and then I don't know what to do from there. We take some, or we take as much as we can from over here. Or we just straight take these five. We'll take the whole nation if we can, and then form a colonial nation down there. That'd be dope. That'd be too dope. How does that work with the trade zones? Apparently everything just goes this way. Well, I mean, I guess it wouldn't make sense if there was one going between here and Africa. What's up with all these weird sea zones? Oh, they're not weird sea zones. They're... It's where South America would be!
I swear to God. Moving your army from the Var to back to my lands, 5 cogs. Torture.
Fuck. I was gonna say, if that stacked wiped my army, I would have been
Yeah,
Absolutely.
try
beyond frustrated.
to Japan around with one single cog to try to get to Honshu from to the Northern Island.
Those cost me so much gold.
Cogs in your war machine.
Ha ha ha!
Ba-dum-tsh.
I thought it was funny.
Too many military leaders. Excuse me? Excuse me?
No such thing.
I only have 3.
So, I mean, except for Manana, we're pretty much the only other real, like, colonial power. I don't think Seville is actually colonizing.
Just 2 more shipments of troops.
I wish I could just turn on... what's the word? I wish I could just turn on maintenance on specific units. That is the top of my Europa Universalis wish list.
World.
I don't think that's a good thing.
It depends on
Uh,
Pearl Harbor and that.
yeah, let's check if, what was that? Core! We've cored.
Recall your colonist and still have the colony spontaneously grow.
As soon as he gets there.
As soon as the colonies develop, as soon as the territory turns your color.
Yeah.
So why do you leave your colonist there at all? Does he
It goes faster, and the more
Okay.
colonies you have, the more it costs, and it gets exponentially more expensive.
Correct.
Oh, all right.
What you can do though is if you have a tremendous income, you can now remove your colonists from Huangjun and put them in Rom and get a colony going in Rom, and then remove them from Rom and get them going in Liz, and then leave them in Liz until it finishes, and then maybe start one in another place.
That sounds kind of spammy.
You can do that. It's just like it's expensive. Okay.
It's one thing I don't have.
Question.
Prestige is 99. My Republican tradition is okay. My power projection was great until I couldn't get a rival anymore. Now it's gone in the toilet, but it was good because I was a great power.
It's got to be on the colonies. Like, I got to be paying them colonial maintenance 10 a month. Okay.
Through some sort of internal crisis,
Well, if we do
it's working out its own issues without me.
what?
Going Yan and Korea. Oh no, wait.
Let me check if I got an
Rivaling.
arrival on the horizon.
Pantheon, Chengdu, and Beijing.
We can hold out for 2 years.
Move.
Then this will be a colony, and then we'll be making money.
Oh, I've just got Canton still. That's the only country in the whole wide world I can rival.
Yan wants to be my ally.
I mean, well, actually, what we should do is actually
Jeez, Milan has a 3-star general.
try to raise my force limit so I'm not paying out the ass for units like I am. And actually, though, I don't know, man. The fact that we can't do royal marriages is rough. It's real rough. But we really need to pay those loans off. When can we raid again? Oh, geez, 11%? Oh, man. Oh. Holy manoli. No valid targets. Oh, until 1335. Okay. 5 more years. 5 more years! 5 more years! How are we in tech? Still pretty good. I mean, right now we're filling this up. Let's see now.
Where do we manage our states and see how many states out of how many we can have?
That is under the page that I am. You can under stability and expansion. You can see how many states you can have.
Okay. Yeah, that's basically what I was looking for. So I can have 14 states, and I have 13 states.
This doesn't have any of the super trade power ones on it. Well, this will be a good base for just coming down and eating this. What is this? Volcanic Paradise? I've been spending most of my life in an inn in Volcanic Paradise. It doesn't roll off the tongue very well. Let me see now. I was gonna... Okay, it's going this way. For whatever reason, I saw that there was money there. I saw that there was a merchant there, and for whatever reason, I thought it was going up the chain, and it's like, wait, what? There should be a way. There are 2 things that I want out of another EU4 DLC. Alright? These are 2 very simple things. The first one is the ability to just up maintenance on a single unit. So I can go and kill rebels and stuff without having to raise my entire army. And the second one is the ability to change directions on trade routes. Like, if you have enough power or whatever, just be like, no, I want this to go this way.
Or to go to add a trade. Like,
Or yeah. Or to like design or to create your own tradeway, yeah. Something like that. Something to make like Asia become a trade power if they so want to, or Africa. Yeah, certainly you can essentially accumulate enough trade power that the buck stops at you when it comes down to trade flow. But everything flows from Asia. So, like, yes, you could be a trade power in Asia, but a trade power in Africa or India is better than a trade power in Asia, and a trade power in Europe is better than anywhere else because it all flows into Europe.
yeah.
I'm still burning money on these colonies. On these colonies. On these colonies. I'm burning.
Be based off of productions and populations.
Yeah.
That
Ideally.
would be right, though.
Certainly. But I mean, they are game designers. And yes, asking them to write something complicated is unfair, considering I don't create or design games at all. Nor do I actually... Well, certainly it's possible. But I don't know what it would take to do it. But I'm sure they could do it. And I believe in them. I have faith.
I only have 8 more loans left.
Nice.
Only 1,700 ducats in debt.
That's a big debt.
Was 25,
Bankruptcy time, isn't it?
2,600. No, not even close. I've got positive income. I'm paying them off. It's just taking a while because I had those rebels, so I had to keep buying mercenaries instead of paying off the loans.
Dude, yes. I want that global settler increase.
But it stayed solvent. It stayed, in the green.
Oh, yes.
I'm not at 0 manpower anymore. And my army's not as big.
I'm sustaining 4 colonies.
I've got transports.
Hold on. Where is a colonist not? Go there. There's copper. Oh, shit. What's over here resource-wise? Fish.
I think the most upsetting thing is that I lost a lot of army professionalism.
Tobacco. And fish. Okay.
Why do you care?
Because it affects my siege ability. I hate waiting for sieges.
Because he wants to be professional.
I'm nearly on 20%. But
Damn it.
There's literally not worth having them drill.
You could divide them into smaller armies.
I was at like 25% and I've dropped below 20. So I lost that supply depot ability. Not that I ever use it. But
So now we wait for money to come in and up these techs.
I'm a little bit below 20.
Squeak.
17 point.
10, 10, 10. Ooh.
18 point something.
My innovative's dropping. I'm only at 19.2.
We can have no, we can't apparently have another colony going.
It's like 700 ducats.
There's one there.
How did you get it so fast, Moose?
Get what so fast?
Colonialism.
I
Whole
just
countries.
I don't go for innovativeness. I just pour when I get ahead on tech. What I do is I pour the extra points every month into developing my territories, so that I'm never really that far ahead. But on the other hand, my territories develop, but I don't fall behind in tech.
I frankly think that that's the best thing to do. But innovation really hasn't. I haven't like stress tested going heavy into innovation yet either. So
Yeah.